Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Are You the One After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. Today was an emotional roller coaster. Find out next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey. It's like TRL all over again, y'all.
It is.
Ashanti up in the house.
Are you gonna make fun of my dancing this week?
No, we're good. We promise. We're past that now.
We're past making fun of my dance moves.
Wait. Country twerking.
Country twerking, y'all.
Country twerking
Country
in the
twerking.
house. Oh shoot.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Nino. You are tuned into the Are You the One After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. As always, you can catch me at Nino llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Y'all know I'm not here alone. Unfortunately, Lem is not here, but he will be back next week. But we have a special guest host. But I'm gonna go down the line real quick. What's going on, Des? How you doing?
Hey, good to see you guys again. I'm sorry I missed you the past 2 weeks, but I'm back. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at dmurph625.
And down the line, we got our country twerker.
Yes.
What's going on, Abby?
Me and my dance moves are still here. You can find me at _Abby Vega.
Hi guys, I'm the guest. My name is Maddison Hill. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Maddison Hill 93 2Ds.
Hey guys,
Woo!
Madison's one of our new hosts on AfterBuzz. So what's
Yeah!
up, Madison? Hope you have a good time.
My first time.
First timer. So exciting.
Okay, y'all. We have some of our guests, some of our popular guests, back once again. Over there to my left, she had an emotional episode today.
Oh, yeah.
But we're gonna talk to her about it. What's up, Kaylin?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm a little nervous for this interview.
Are your days cold without him? Are you good?
She's
I plead the fifth.
She's good.
I think she's good.
Okay, you got Mr. John by your side. What's up, John? How you doing, man?
What's up, my man? I'm doing pretty good.
All right. We got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah, we do.
I felt like this was like the producers like, okay, yo, we need to have like an all-female emotional episode,
Yes.
and bring some drinking in and bring some boom boom in, and that's exactly what it was.
True.
This
Yes.
episode was for the ladies.
This episode was definitely, but you know what? I was feeling it though. You made me,
I liked him.
It got me emotional for y'all.
Yeah, it was like
You know what
no
I mean?
unwarranted crying from the ladies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
It was
it
no
wasn't.
like just dramatic girls crying. It was every girl who cried. I was like, I'm with ya.
Same.
I'm on your team. So
Right.
Yeah.
No,
good, yeah.
definitely. I'm going to start off with a pie in the face, right? Asaf licking it off.
of course.
I'm
Of course, yes.
surprised. I'm surprised that dude touched whipped cream. I thought he was going to touch a lentil.
Yes.
Like,
That's good.
Lentils.
That's not
He loves
vegan,
those.
bruh.
He's about his lentils.
Right.
He's about his lentils.
Right,
Yes.
he's about his lentils, anyways. Yeah, it gets really emotional. But I mean, to kick it off, this whole situation between yourself, Gio, and Julia, give us a little bit of a play-by-play with the situation because what we saw on TV, it was just a little. You know what I mean?
Confusing a little bit?
Confusing.
Yeah,
it was confusing.
I just don't understand how Gio
Yeah.
went from 0 to 100 to like pump the brakes really quick. I get it. Maybe he was nervous and scared that it was going a little fast.
Freaking out.
You know what I mean? I totally agree.
Valid.
He could be freaking out or whatnot. But the way at the end, I'm just jumping up ahead a little bit. But the way he announced how everything was done in front of everybody, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
What?
Came out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
You know?
So, from my standpoint, what occurred was I got to know this guy. I cracked his shell. He cracked mine. We got really close. He was talking marriage, babies, wanting to be with me. And, shortly within the 2 weeks, I'm starting to see a different guy. I'm starting to feel the energy of a guy that's kind of like for everybody. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it started to worry me. It made me feel like, oh my gosh, am I being finessed? So what you see is just, over time, I wanted to just talk to him, but this episode specifically, I just couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
The pie thing was kind of like that. Okay, Kaylin, no more holding on what you've been seeing and thinking and feeling. You need to talk to this guy. Your relationship needs this. So it wasn't about Tori. It wasn't about Camille. It was never about the girls. It was never a jealousy issue towards the girls. It was the man that's supposed to be respecting me and marriage and babies and all this love story. He is becoming someone I don't know. He's acting as if he's playing the field. And he's not talking to me about it. He's not saying, hey, Kaylin, we went too fast. We're still going to be together, but I want to get to know the other girls. We never had that conversation. He was just flirtatious with just about everyone. And I just couldn't take it anymore.
Go ahead.
I thought that was one thing that was actually really cool is that most of the times when a guy does something to a girl, the girls automatically take it out on the girl. And that was one thing that you really never did. You did not say one thing about any girl that he was flirting with or who was flirting back with him, which is really cool.
That says a lot about you as a person.
No, for sure. I really respected that because it just shows the maturity right there. Instead of attacking somebody who really isn't at fault, she went straight to the source of the problem, which
That's
was
awesome.
the fact that
I think is what really helped you because you were calm throughout the whole time, right? So people could have switched it around and people could say, they could still say on social media, like, oh, maybe you were just going too hard, Kaylin. Maybe you scared him off a little bit.
Right, absolutely.
But the thing is, I mean, I thought that at the top of my head for a second, but then as it kind of went on and we kind of got a little bit more of the juice and where, you know, he was telling you other things versus what we were seeing or whatnot.
Yeah.
I think that made a little bit more sense.
Right. Instead of him saying, you know what, Kaylin, it's not about space. It's about Julia looks like a fun girlfriend.
Oh, man.
Julia looks like this.
Oh, so it's like that.
Julia's like that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what he said. I've never heard him say that before. So me watching it back, it's like, oh, okay. I mean, I knew that's what it was, but, you know, not to bash him at that time in that house, he just wasn't man enough to just say, look, Kaylin, you scared me. When you said I need to talk, that was my opportunity to run.
Yeah.
Instead of me saying, you know what, everything that you're feeling and seeing is correct, I did kind of mess up by leading you on and going too strong with you. I do want to pursue someone else. He just took it as, you know, you tripping, you jealous. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And that was his opportunity to run, and he did it.
I felt like the trust issue, like he kept bringing up and kind of like blaming it on that. But it's like, it's also not fair. Like if he's saying those things to you and like, were you having suspicious, like in the beginning? Like when did this kind of come about? Like how many?
Timeline. Give us a little
Time-wise.
Okay, so I'm just going to keep it real with you. And right off the bat, I mean, you guys saw the first episode. I'm sitting there. I think you're confused.
Yeah.
It was initially just from the first week, episode, I could feel this conflict with this guy, but I wanted to believe in him. I wanted to trust.
Right.
That was the whole point. I wanted to trust. So for him to throw it back and make an excuse that I did not trust, sweetie, I called it. You are confused, but I'm still going to trust you anyway to guide this relationship, and he failed.
And I feel you on the whole thing, like trying to be open when like you've been hurt before. Like I know that was a big thing for you too. Like that's really hard to, you know, open yourself for the first time and then all of a sudden it's just like boom, same thing.
You know, and it's really hard to open, and you know this, he went through it first. It's hard to open up on television. Wouldn't you agree?
It's true.
I mean, I would agree completely because I opened up and things went south for me and I didn't know how to handle myself.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I didn't know how to like.
It's hard.
Yeah, it was
And
difficult.
I can be an ice queen, you know. My ego can be as big as you want it to be, or as big as I want it to be. So for me to, you know, go into this situation, allow this guy to finesse me and fall for it, that was really, really hard. And it was a lot of just sitting back, literally just on the couch like, wow, these cameras are recording all this, and I don't know what to do.
And that's the hardest thing because it's like, say this, we're not on TV, you just don't talk to the person, you don't see them, but it's like you have no choice.
Yeah, there's no choice.
You know,
And
you're with
I
them
said this-
24/7 after that. So
I said the same
hard.
thing. Like, I felt like going through that situation, it literally puts you on the fast track to growing and learning.
Yeah.
It's
You
not like,
have to
because
get it
usually in
together.
a situation, I don't have to, confront you. I can walk away
Right.
and we're done. But if we live in the same house with each other, you're literally forced to confront somebody about these problems, and it causes you to grow as a person, having to deal with these situations so fast.
But you don't really have that time to sulk. You know what I mean? Like
No.
you
You
have
don't.
to
You
have to
don't.
basically get it together,
Yeah.
put on that face, and go for it.
And which
Exactly.
is clearly I struggled with.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
we did see that.
I put on
We
a
did see
face and it
that.
was called Absolute Vodka Face,
Yeah.
and I just lashed out at the house. I didn't know how to handle myself.
It's
in that
It's
situation.
hard.
It's kind of like a situation. There's a lot of inner secrets with everyone. That's why they're there. They don't. You know, it's not that easy for you all to get in a relationship. I think with Gio, there might be more things in the past that we just don't know in front of us on TV.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
is the reason why he's so
very true.
hot and cold. You know what I mean?
Another thing I was wondering too is, like, were you, not you, John, were you guys like confused? Was like the house confused when all of a sudden this was like a complete turnaround? Because at the last ceremony, he's talking about he wants to propose to her and have her babies, and then now all of a sudden he does a 180. So
Well,
were you guys confused or what
I
happened?
personally wasn't confused. I know the talk of marriage, whether a guy brings it up or a female brings it up, eventually if you sit and you think about it, it's going to scare the hell out of you.
Yep.
You know, it's a scary thing to go through. So the fact that I feel like he jumped the gun on something and then was like, oh my gosh, you know, marriage is forever. You know?
What did I do?
So he kind of freaked himself out and he put himself into a position to where he wasn't comfortable and he didn't know how to handle it. And
he had a
I have much respect for Kaylen. I always have from the first day. Her and I hit it off and said, you know what, you keep it real and I keep it real, and I really, you know, appreciate that characteristic about you. So the fact that she was able to confront Gio and really, you know, you say, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
This is how I feel. Why aren't you being straightforward with me? You know, I can understand where she's coming from.
It happens. We're going to get back to it, definitely. But I want to get into something a little bit more funny. Just to bring in a little bit of the light.
Yes, let's do that.
Just bring into a little bit of the lightheartedness, lighthearted media. You got
Lighthearted.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's jump into jump into the game, and then we're gonna go into Tori and Asaf after. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So we need to get into that because that got a little crazy. But the game's called Dirty Laundry, y'all.
Fitting.
Your boy Prosper, Abby.
Stop.
Abby.
Every time.
Your boy
That's
Prosper
your boy.
eats his nails for protein. Girl. What?
I'm a nail biter, so like I feel like we bond on that level.
So you eat your nails too.
I don't
It's a
like
match.
swallow them. That's kind of weird. But like Prosper, I get it. Like he nibbles sometimes. I get nervous. I'm like,
Oh,
Did
okay.
you say you nibble sometimes?
I nibble.
Let's put
I'm
them
sorry.
in the truth
Truth food.
Yeah.
Okay, I bite my
Prosper.
nails. I bite my nails. I bite all my nails, and I was biting my
don't.
nails on the way over here. But you know what?
You ain't
I
gonna
will
swallow
never
them.
eat my
I
nails.
don't. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I don't swallow my nails. Like
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
weird.
That was a strange
But
thing.
Prosper, I still love you.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Steven shit in his pants twice, right? Was that him?
Who would admit
Yeah.
that, first of all?
Like,
Jeez.
there's
so
a whole
open.
bunch. Give me one more. What was another one?
John
John has to
his
his back.
John, okay, that's okay. John, you
I thought
take
that
care
was
of that,
Kaylen.
right?
I take care of it. I
You
take care of
that.
myself.
Sam uses the word penis too often.
Yes,
He
that was
does.
another one.
I
Kind of
thought,
weird.
But is that weird? I feel
Abby's like, I overuse the word penis too.
I use penis all the time. Like I literally do actually use the word penis all the time, and before I say it, I think about it. Like, is this weird? And apparently it is.
Yeah, I don't
Midwest thing,
know.
I guess.
I have a
Penis.
question.
I feel like penis is like a thing that people say.
Yeah.
Why
Did
would you not
You're
say
using
penis?
the technical term.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
I
kinda
mean,
like it.
I feel weird saying other things.
Yeah. When you were making
describe-
these confessions, did you guys like get to talk about like how weird they were gonna be, or did you just like
No.
throw anything out on the
This-
line? Like, how
Yeah,
does that
we
work?
just talked about whatever.
Yeah.
They use it
Well,
against
are you asking like
for the
when-
game? The game.
for
one.
the game?
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
like prior to being interviewed before we
Oh.
got casted. We
Yeah,
had
yeah.
to reveal these.
Interesting.
Oh, God, I
Oh
can't
no!
even imagine.
So they would give you like questionnaires to fill out.
Yeah.
And hey, you didn't
You just
know if
pull
they were
whatever.
gonna take one
Yeah.
of those questions and answers
Right.
and put it on a fucking.
Oh, okay.
Challenge.
I don't even
Like-
want to know what they would have
Yeah.
on.
What would
You
you
got a
have
dirty
said
laundry
if you
one?
were filling
What?
out one?
How about if you had a dirty? Give us a dirty laundry one.
No,
right now.
I really don't feel comfortable doing that.
I-
at the moment.
All right.
See, that's the trick. Nobody feels comfortable doing it, but if you don't
Like,
tell them that that's what they're
that's
doing
true.
and they fill it out,
Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't even imagine the stuff that they would get on people.
Oh,
It'd be
no.
bad.
I digress. I'll move on. Okay. Anyway,
We're not gonna
so
make you do it.
right. So we move on to who actually won. Emma actually won first
Yes.
place, right? Okay, Emma.
Savage.
Listen,
don't look at me.
I was hoping, Emma. You want to play this strategically, I get it, but I don't
Yeah.
get your strategic plan here. So, okay, you choose Julia and Morgan because you want Tori and Asaf to go. You just lost one out. You should have thought
Yeah.
strategically who else could go, and then maybe pushed and campaigned for, let's put Tori and Asaf into the truth.
You guys did.
Uh,
Okay, see, I didn't. I guess I don't know. I didn't think it was like that crazy and dumb of a thing
No,
for her
it
to do.
it
wasn't,
is,
but
it
she,
is.
but she
No,
could have
but
used
she
that
could have done it
extra.
better.
Like, I feel like
Yeah.
each one of her choices should have been a legitimate choice on who they really thought could be a perfect match, and then see.
We
what the
can't
rest
take
of the
his
house picks.
opinion of
It was-
anything Emma does
It was
because
so
it's
on
biased.
the spot. If
It
it,
is
was
not
me, I would
biased.
have bombed at that. I would have been like,
That's
"Here,
what I'm saying.
You want to
I
go? You like her?
Yeah.
Come on."
Yeah, I
I
don't think
wouldn't
it was.
have did strategy at all. I would have just been like, "Oh,
How fast?
too.
How long does she have to decide? Because maybe I'm
it's
jumping the
literally
gun.
right there."
Yeah,
You go. No,
I didn't think it was that bad. I thought
spot.
the fact that she chose Asaf and Tori,
Good.
I thought that was really good.
I liked that,
and I think it
yes.
was almost not better, but like that's clearly then when you have one couple of the three that everyone knows is already kind of hitting it off, it makes it almost easier for everyone in the house. Like, okay, we're gonna send them in.
Yeah.
Because at that
I feel
point,
like everyone wanted
and the rest of the episode, it could be wrong by what they like show, but they were like connected at the hip.
So you don't want it to be a split decision. It's just easier.
It's just
if you have
easy.
one
Yeah,
group
they're
that
just
you
going
think
in.
That way
I get it. I just feel like she could use it. I feel like she could use it for something else. She should put a campaign to go Tori and well, you know, whatever. Because if she put somebody in who could potentially be a match, you can kind of watch and kind of see how they feel with each other. That's just me, but that's, you know, I don't know.
Well, at the same time now too, though, it's like
now we know
either way you do it, even when it's completely random, you still kind of figure something out from it, because Morgan and Julia come back from a date being like, okay, this is so weird. Why did we go on that date? And you kind of maybe, okay, there may be not a connection.
Right.
So I feel like you learn something either way.
I thought she kind of did it because she doesn't like Julia, so she was just like,
Well,
Morgan, you're random.
Morgan's the worst.
Oh no, there was definitely that going through her head.
That was really what it was about. Let's be honest.
Whatever, do it.
Call it like
the
this.
petty meter was going like this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was about.
Just do it.
That's what it was about.
That's what it was. I'm just saying. Okay, anyways, so they go on this date, right?
Yeah.
I wish we saw a little bit more of the date because it looked beautiful.
Yeah, it did.
Wherever they were in Maui, like that little island that was kind of separated by the rock or whatnot, whatever it was, on the boat, it looked really beautiful. But all we got to see was the drama that unfolded because the night before.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Asaf, dog.
Gosh.
Dog. What?
Dog.
I mean, I get it. Like, you said you were drunk, but I thought like you were really all about the health and you didn't drink too much. So I don't know if I believe
He doesn't
that.
drink. He's full of shit.
Getting called out.
I love him. I'll say you right now. I think he's a great, positive person, but he definitely does not drink.
He seems like a really
motherfucker
fun guy.
would not even eat a piece of meat. Like
he did eat. I mean, like I said, he ate a lentil off of Tori's booty.
Yeah.
Like, you
eat
know,
the booty like groceries.
Yes. Yeah. He did say that. He literally did.
Yeah, literally. But I mean, okay, so he went. So we saw, you know, Tori and Asaf this whole time. Like, it looked really good. Like they were having a good time.
Yeah,
you
they
know.
were cute.
It was cute. The chemistry was real. You know what I mean? And then we see him, you know, sneak over to the confessional with Miss Francesca. And then they move on from the confessional into the boom boom room.
No. It goes from the boom boom to the
To
confessional.
confessional.
They boom boom and then they confess it. It's hilarious.
They were
Father
straight.
God, forgive our sins.
Yeah.
But
Nah, it was.
confess.
I just think it's funny because Franny was like, "You're fucked." Asap's like, I'm
Yeah.
fucked.
He's like, I know.
Kept it real,
I don't know if he was trying to play the game or if he was trying to play the game.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But
And then he's like, I'll talk to you about it tomorrow.
I'm just he as like a person
He took-
really confuses me because like he's always like this like
yeah.
What
whatever
was that?
kind of person. Like I don't know, he's always very like off the wall. So like
Yeah.
I don't feel like I ever see him just having like a true like
Genuine moment.
him and Tori, clearly they like were attracted to each other and having fun with each other, but I feel like I've yet to see him even when he was like crying. I say crying because to me it seems so fake. But but like I've yet to see him have like an actual like true moment. I don't know if it's just because he has like that outrageous personality.
And that's what I think it is.
But I don't know. I'm
feel
just
like
confused by him.
I can never tell the line between when Asaf is real or Asaf is just on for TV.
Exactly.
Remember, he's
Yeah,
a dancer. He's been on So You Think You Can Dance. Like he's done all this stuff before, so he kind of knows how to play it up for the camera, right?
Right.
It's very
It
true.
was hard
So,
to tell.
I
See,
don't know.
I didn't even feel it as like playing it up for the camera. I just took it as like his personality just being super like crazy,
All over the
all
board.
like 24/7.
Right.
So like you can't differentiate like when
Yeah.
he's just like truly just feeling.
Like
I don't know.
what's actually
Like,
him.
yeah, I don't
That's
think
what you're saying.
I never took it as him like being fake for the camera. I just saw his personality so extreme.
That could be it.
Yeah,
Or there's like
I
this
don't know.
fine line and you're not really
Yes.
sure with Asaf.
Yeah.
In his defense, though, I will say it was nice that he was honest
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
it.
he
Yeah,
owned up to
yeah.
it.
Yes.
He owned up to it.
I have much
didn't have
respect
to do
for
that.
him, honestly, as
Yeah.
a person. Every time I had something going on with me, which was a lot during this show, he would come up and he would try to positively reinforce me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I
He
really
did do a good job
appreciate
with that.
and I feel like he's a good person.
And that's good to know. He seems like a really good guy in this situation, though.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
Made a
even
mistake.
when he was like doing stupid stuff, I think we talked about this with Victoria last week or 2 weeks ago. We were saying that like even when he's doing stupid crap and like saying inappropriate things, like you just don't get mad at him for some reason.
It's because he's a foreigner. Come
No,
on.
not even that. It's just like
He's a charmer.
Like he's
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
charming.
charming.
So it's like even when he's doing
just
something
kinda like,
wrong, you're still like, oh
Right.
I don't know.
It's always that. It's like you have that friend who's like always super like, you know, you always let him go and kind of just let him be because he has that personality.
Yeah.
He's just such a super charmer. In the back of your head, you're like,
Yeah.
But if anybody asks, you'd be like, that's just ASAP.
That's just
Right.
Yeah.
That's very
He's
true.
that guy.
that's just my friend who just does this. He gets away with it. Congratulations, ASAP. You get away with it.
He gets away with it.
Yeah, you get away with it. Anyway, so he that happened, and during the date he tells Tori, and Tori gets super.
Yeah.
I was not expecting
her,
that.
though.
No, I loved, but I wasn't expecting her to be so upset about it.
Yeah, she was really emotional.
It hurt her feelings because. Sorry, I'm her best friend.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, please speak.
It hurt her because she really liked this dude.
No,
like,
for
when
real
I say
though, yeah.
Tori really liked this kid. I mean, she really liked this kid, and she was looking forward to like, okay, I now know I'm not a match with Prosper. I can move forward, and it's this guy that I just get so excited about, and then he turns around and makes a mistake right before their date. That would hurt me too. She just she didn't see that coming. She knew that he had bad news, but she didn't know that he was just gonna do that. She felt played,
she was blindsided.
But she's a really strong girl.
She
just
is.
like Kay, and she'll tell you straight up to your fucking face. Just like she did to ASAP. She told me
that
straight
was
up to your face.
awesome.
She's like, what you did is fucked up.
Yeah.
She'll stand up for herself. And
I was so happy
I got
about
much
that.
love
that.
for Tori. Big time.
No, that was the thing. I loved how all the females were just so strong and so calm throughout the situation. Even when Julia came and was like, imagine if that was your sister.
Yeah.
That little line in between all the mess that was happening this week with her, like, well, small mess, not too much, was still like nice to like see. Like everyone, it wasn't like a shit show. You know what I mean? It wasn't a shit show.
Julia, though.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'm going to walk up to her and be like, what if that was your brother that you saw get played?
Exactly.
Get out of here with your bullshit.
I feel like that's
That's
good.
Get out of here.
That's
with
why
you.
ASAP was kind of looking at her
Right.
like, who is you to be talking to me right now?
Yeah,
That is
that's
one
what
thing
it is.
I totally did just by seeing like other like the previous episodes now, like kind of seeing like kind of like the stuff she was kind of she wasn't being
Doing,
straightforward.
yeah.
So to me it did come across a little like I feel like I have to maybe do this to kind of
No, that's the thing. The
Save
Save
it.
face.
Save it.
yeah.
I don't know.
The context of it was cool.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. So I was like, I was all for that, but
Right. Exactly. The context for
If
context
it
for that
was
cool.
anybody else, it would be good.
Right. It's okay, John. It's okay.
it's okay. John's still a little
Yeah, I was
bitter.
gonna say, still a little hurt over there.
It's all good.
Sour.
I keep shit 100.
Anyway, so that happened. That went down, and then they go into the truth booth. They got voted into the truth booth, and we all kind of knew that was going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
once again, in anticipation with MTV, we're always looking at the TV like, is this
Always.
going to happen?
Right.
It's going to happen. Then it goes to commercial. Then we fast forward through it, and no, they are not a match, y'all.
No.
I know when
Were
they
you
showed
surprised?
Francesca like hyperventilating
Yeah.
a little bit,
I
I
was
thought
getting
maybe she was
nervous.
gonna be so sad.
Honestly,
that
I
they
was
were
so
a match.
happy just for Tori's sake. I
Same.
was like,
Me too.
thank
Me too.
goodness
Yeah.
she can move on. Girl deserves it.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
happy.
But I think it's
Yeah.
clear that both these these women had genuine feelings for this
Oh,
guy.
Yeah.
absolutely.
But
You
I
know?
I
'Cause
didn't
one
think
of
they were
them-
gonna be a match though. To
Well,
begin
one
with.
of them cried because they weren't a match. Actually, they both cried because they weren't a match with
Right.
to see ASAP be a match
One
with
was
Tori.
they both were relieved.
But one
one
was a tear of
was
joy.
relieved because it's okay.
Yeah.
Now I can really
Uh-huh.
go even harder. And the other
Yeah.
one was like, ooh, I dodged a bullet.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. But in that same situation, when we were watching the reveal, if there were a match or no match, Gio comes in, and I want to go back into this really quick if you don't mind.
No problem.
Gio goes back in, and he announces to the whole damn congregation.
I was
Right.
confused. I was actually
It's over.
I was genuinely confused. Like I was.
I'm about Julia, bitch.
That's like all I felt. I just felt very. I was like, that was like.
I feel like we paused for a second. I was like, did that just?
Yeah,
right?
I was like,
And the way they cut it
going
too,
on?
I think it was part editing. Like it was weird how they cut that. I felt like it all of a sudden just went straight to like who's going to the truth booth, and
Yeah.
it just cut right to him like saying it. There was no like lead up
It was
conversation.
a small lead-up conversation, but it was
Was
like
there?
it was just
Yeah.
her talking about it and whatnot, and then all of a sudden he decides to say, "Just let me lay it out here right now, not one-on-one together before I say anything, but let me
Right.
just because Ryan's asked Ryan in his little tips from the producer.
he knows what he's
Right.
doing.
Hey Ryan, ask about Tori and ask about ASAP. And then, by the way,
Right.
Ryan.
Kaylin and Gio, you better talk about Kaylin.
That,
Like that's
You talking about Scott and Ryan beer talking.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ryan's getting it
they
all in
have to
his
do
ear.
that, Ryan.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, when Ryan asks a question because he's told to, and somebody gets pissed, they lash out at Ryan.
Yeah,
We need to get him on the show to give us the
Ryan's
other side of the
effort.
dirt,
And I've been
right?
saying since like last season, I'm like, Ryan, I want your job. I don't know if I want your job.
I don't know.
Yeah, that scene was really hard for me. I mean, you see me like choke up. I start shaking.
Anyone would.
Honestly, it wasn't an embarrassing moment for me. It was just, like I'm looking across the room at somebody that I got so close with, and I decided to just lead the way. And here you are, just being a total different person. For who? And for what? And where did this come from? You know, and then he goes to say in a scene that I never saw before when he's sitting with Francesca, talking to, looking at Sam and Alyssa.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes,
We'll talk about that in a second.
Why should we be robbed of
why
that?
should we be robbed of that? He's talking about the love and the happiness. Fool, you robbed your damn self.
Yeah.
There you go, girl.
So true.
And that part killed me. I just sat there watching it like, wow.
Yeah, it's true because he could have had it
Yeah.
all. Like seriously.
He could have had it all.
Yeah.
He just shit on it.
I think it takes a really smart and mature woman to see a man, do that to himself and self-sabotage, and then just understand, I just think he needs some space, like she said. Yeah. Because most girls would be like, fuck him, blah, blah, blah.
I'm going to make out with you tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you just took me to the boom, boom room, and that's all you wanted. Now you're gone. Like, fuck you. But she just said, I know you need some space, and I feel like that really takes a mature female to understand and, look at the perspective that he's going through and just understand where he's at.
It could have been different. I could have been really petty.
Exactly.
It's not like I can't.
You
feel
have to
a
be
God.
glad
I
now.
could have anything in that house.
And
Now
it's
looking
also
back.
like nice. This is like nothing against Francesca because she seems like a very sweet girl, just kind of naive. But like it kind of shows the difference because you see her with Asaf compared to how you reacted with Gio, and with her it's almost sad that she still went back to Asaf after he straight up said, I'm not interested in that way, but was still able, you know what I mean? And then you were very strong and kind of just
Complete.
Yeah, if you want to.
It's just very different.
Right. No, I'm telling you, and I think sometimes the people that they cast, obviously, there's an emotional disconnect with them sometimes, and here's a situation where I think she's just like, I don't want to give up too easily, but and she's not saying that she should. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just a certain way to go about it.
There is, and I think and then it stems from other things that might have happened.
I agree, and I think it really, like I said, it just takes a strong woman to know what you deserve, and to know that what you're getting is bullshit, and that you need to be done with somebody for it's what's best for you. And I feel like that's what you did.
Y'all are cute together, by the way.
Yeah, you guys look so cute. Are you guys a match? Oh my gosh.
Right now, yes.
Right now, it's going down.
I've been getting everyone in trouble trying to learn.
People are gonna be so mad at this.
I know.
On social media and stuff, it's
Sorry
gonna be
about it.
crazy tonight. Sorry about it, not really.
No, we're not. We never are, though.
We never are. No, okay. Well, let's move on, y'all. So, I mean, that happened. Then we go into the matchups, y'all. Before everything started, how many beams did you guys think everyone was going to have this time? With the 4 beams
I was
last
guessing
night?
like 3.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was guessing around the same because I feel like some of the matches that they've had,
Consistently.
Yeah, consistently. I thought that I think some of them are
On the right
like
track,
good.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I thought so too. I thought it was going to be at least one more because I felt like you guys are playing the game so well, by the way.
Yeah.
Congrats to y'all.
So
Thank
refreshing
you.
from last
And
season.
I was gonna be pissed if Gio chose someone else because
Right. And okay, and he
he pissed.
I was like, come on, use your big head here.
Yeah.
Right,
funny.
that part. Use your big head.
Really quick.
Big fella.
I'm just saying. Use your
Gotta
big
use
head.
this one right
And he
here.
did. So,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Good,
yes.
Gio.
Good job.
Good job.
But let's go down the ways really quick. I played that really well, right?
Yeah.
That's
You
right. All right. So Morgan went with Tori. Okay, Morgan went with Tori. What do we think about that, yo?
I'm just like confused by him as like anything on this show. Like he pops up like a millisecond each episode.
Yeah,
so like I just don't even know what to think of him.
And he's always talking.
Besides him saying that he needs a 10, like to
He's
go
always
with him,
talking about
like,
his looks. It's
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
And he wears a choker
He's
and
a
a
cool
mic.
guy. Though. He is,
Yeah.
I promise. And
Morgan
he's
is
so
awesome.
smart.
He's
see
very
that-
intelligent.
But they don't show that.
Exactly,
I feel like.
that's
They
what
don't
I'm
show that
saying.
He's
at
like
all.
the jack of all trades, honestly.
He is.
He cuts hair, he cooks, Who knows? He blows
John
fire.
John wants to date him.
Yeah.
John wants to date him.
Morgan, you're my perfect match.
There we go. Then we have Prosper and Nicole. I thought,
I thought that was interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, I see that.
I want to see more of them, y'all.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
And everyone always says, like, y'all never talk about anyone else. Yo, the center of the story is
we don't
never,
see
like,
anyone else.
We don't get
Yeah.
to see it.
I know.
I wish
What
we
we supposed
did.
to talk about?
Yeah.
Prosper and Nicole, though, I wish we see a little bit more of that because I feel like that could be.
I
Like,
can
a
totally see that. Yeah.
Right?
I hearted
I'm
them
ready
on my
for
little
that one.
piece of notebook.
You did. See, everyone feels the same way.
I know.
Asaf and Camille. Ooh,
Yeah.
I was like,
Maybe.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, she's totally into him, but
Yeah.
We never know
But
who
she's not
Asaf's
one
into,
to
though.
play the game, so
I know, that's the
Yeah.
She's
thing.
been playing her cards right,
Yeah.
this whole time with him.
That could be a situation. That could be a situation. What is
I
it?
know, we have
Shy Baby
fans up
says
here.
Morgan is attracted to men.
Oh, wow.
Kaylin
That's
and
rude.
John.
Kaylin. I said that. You guys.
Hey.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll go on.
We'll keep
Oh
on
no,
going.
we said okay.
We'll keep going.
We'll keep going.
We'll keep going, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. John and Victoria.
That's the one I said actually.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I feel that one too.
We said that last week a bunch when
Yeah.
Victoria was
Were you
here.
trying to look at
Nice.
Victoria
Y'all
like?
seem together.
No,
John and
well
Victoria.
we talked and I'll tell you in predictions. But
Okay, gotcha. Okay, then we have Gio and Kaylin. That was a smart move, I think.
Yes.
Even
Yeah.
with the situation, thank God.
Yeah.
Like I said, he was using his head.
She's like, yeah.
It's not a compliment, though.
It's not a compliment.
He just wanted to close the door so he can get to do
Yeah,
it.
no,
That's all that
yeah.
was.
And then we have, let's see, Steven and Julia. Why was that so quiet? Like,
Yes.
Steven and Julia, what
I
do you
don't-
guys think?
I think.
I'm not sure yet.
Can I not? Oh, I'm not gonna say anything. Actually.
I'm not sure yet.
I
Whoa,
don't know.
What?
I know.
I was just like, this is like mean, not mean.
Okay.
They're just like two of my like least favorite people as of
That's
the
not mean.
moment.
That's
That's
real.
mean. That
That's
is so
real.
mean
It's
though.
not a meme.
That's
But
not
it's
mean. You're
mean.
real.
But I just don't really get either of them right now. So I'm like, okay,
Right.
you guys be together.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
You know?
I hate
Right,
you
just
both.
put them together. We'll figure the rest out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
I feel so bad saying that,
Yeah, Steven, I still
but
don't know.
It's okay.
that's how I feel.
Yeah.
We
Sorry.
had our last season. We had our
Yeah,
people too.
I
That
feel
were
so-
like,
Yeah.
We'll just like piece them in when we figure
Yeah,
it
yeah,
out.
well,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Tyler and Francesca.
No comment. No comment.
Yeah.
Like I just don't even know what to
Okay.
say.
Okay.
Like
That
nothing
was
bad, nothing
random.
indifferent.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Right, Cam and Emma.
That I kind of like.
I can
see it.
something.
Yeah.
I can see something.
There's a lot of people I'm just so
Not sure
confused
yet.
What
by.
did you guys just
Yeah.
say?
Cam and Emma.
Oh.
I said we could see it.
Alright.
I
I'm
can
just like
see it.
confused by a lot of
Yeah.
what's happening.
Exactly. There's still like bits and pieces. There's,
Yes.
there's
Yes.
a core group of people. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna
We
happen.
haven't
these
seen
people-
enough to know for
Yeah.
everybody.
We
you
haven't
know?
seen these people together. That most
thing.
of
Exactly.
them.
That's what I'm
right.
saying. Yeah.
My problem
Right.
with
Yeah,
that.
listen, MTV Lighthearted Media. I would like to see a little bit more. You know what I mean? I love these. This is great. This is fun.
Yes.
Just a little
Yeah,
bit
you-
more. Just in between the madness. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little confused sometimes. Because I don't
Yeah.
know what to predict as we go along.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
That's what.
You know?
Yeah.
I can
That's like
understand
the
that from the
problem.
outside
Is
looking in.
some people are gonna, just like different relationships
Yeah.
that are together. They seem so random to us.
Yeah.
But who knows
could
what
be
was
really
happening?
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could be great together.
There were
You
some
know, they
things.
film us like 24/7,
That's
and
the
you
thing.
guys see 7.5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Seven and a half
much.
hours the entire
That's
time.
Exactly,
I know.
which is
Yeah.
crazy.
That's
but-
so crazy.
Well, with that said, can we go into
Yes.
some predictions, folks? Predictions, please,
Oh,
everybody.
shoot.
Ooh.
Now,
Yeah.
your AfterBuzz TV.
Poker face.
Perfect match.
Yes.
That's the light. Don't they do all those lights in the truth
Yeah.
booth? This
Like
is
they're
it.
analyzing.
This is your last.
Yeah.
I know. That's
We
true.
don't have a spot, but if we had a spot, it would be perfect right there.
Yeah.
How about we go down this way and come back over to me, because I don't know what I'm going to say.
I know.
Madison's first.
Okay, well, I want to see more about Asaf and Camille. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna think that that's gonna kind of lead to something.
Okay.
I don't know, but she's smart. But she's been into him for a while.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the one I guess I really want to see the most.
Okay.
Happen.
Camille is super smart.
Yeah.
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 Very
Smart.
smart girl.
Yeah. And I would like to see more of the other relationships, like we were saying, because I feel like I can't really comment. Like
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
know.
Cam and Emma could be a thing, but like I don't know.
What's like interesting with like Camille and Asaf is clearly Camille is like into him a
she
lot.
definitely.
Right.
But I feel like Asaf right now is kind of thinking with like his like just I don't know, not like his like initial like attraction to people or something. Like he's going for like the people he normally would go for. So I could see them totally like hitting
Okay.
it off if he gives it a chance. But that's more with like Asaf kind of I feel like he hasn't like broken down his walls.
I
he's
feel
still-
like they are lust
That's what I'm saying. I feel
Yes.
like he's thinking with lust right now, and he needs to kind of dive deeper.
Right. So he's Asaf at a Vegas weekend, and not Asaf like meeting a girl at a park and taking her out to dinner.
Exactly. And I that's something I actually really hope that we see him. I want him to just like break down a little more.
Hopefully he gets to that point.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I for some reason I'm feeling like we're not gonna see that with him, but I hope we do.
Maybe no more lentils and it'll work out. I don't know.
Yeah,
that'll never happen.
Yeah, he loves his lentils.
Yes.
Last week we were saying John and Victoria. I can kind of see that for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. And she was kind of saying that was one of the reasons she was most frustrated with Julia, is just because like when you see someone that you think that you genuinely could have a connection with, but they're like so hung up on someone else. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
No, I already went through this and I got the message from Victoria.
but it totally makes sense because like when you and I can totally see that maybe they would have something.
Right.
So
She defended you.
I don't know.
Okay, let's move on then.
All right.
That's what
All
I
good.
get.
I like those.
I'm confused.
So I for sure want to see more of like Prosper and Nicole. I felt them getting steamy in the teaser for the next episode, so I really want to see more of that. I think that Gio and Kaylin are going to go in the truth booth. It needs to happen at this point. And then I'm very interested also to see Sam and Alyssa's relationship.
That's my next one.
Though
I should have said that. I like him.
So Sam and Alyssa.
she loves Sam. Madison loves Sam.
So Sam and Alyssa.
I'll introduce him to you.
I know.
Sam
I'm
and
saying
Alyssa
let's
was
do it.
one of my
Let's set it
I
up.
got
We're
you.
gonna wrap it up real quick. Sam and Alyssa was one of my situations. I want to see more of that because that looked a little steamy as they were in the little waterfall situation. We didn't even talk about, by the way, the Trojan placement.
Oh
Trojan.
that's right.
Okay.
Official
Alright.
sponsor of Are You the One?
Exactly. Official sponsor, Are You the One? But I want to see more of Sam and Alyssa. I feel like that's one. But I do believe Prosper and Nicole. And still Gio and yourself, even if it's not a situation,
Yeah,
I still think it might be the way to put you in the truth booth. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
Let's just see,
I'm ready.
you know what I mean? And you could have your own mini vacation without him. Somewhere
Yeah.
else on the island. You know what I mean? Okay.
That's exactly what she said.
I'm
And
saying.
make him watch.
That's exactly what she
I'm
said.
just saying. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, folks. This was a really fun after show.
So fun.
Yeah.
The time went by way too fast.
It did.
I'm like,
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Over.
That's goodbye.
I just want to say thank you so much again for coming, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you,
having
guys.
us.
And like showing us what's
Thank
up.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Once again, y'all, it's your boy Nino. You can always catch me at Nino llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, Snapchat as well. Des.
Same places, DMurph625.
I want to sound like Nino. It's your girl Abby.
Yeah.
You can find me at _Abby Vega.
Madison Hill 93, 2Ds.
There you go. And our special guest, please shout out your Twitter handles and all the good stuff.
Twitter is MTV Johnny Drama, because you know what it is. And then, Snap MTV Johnny, and Instagram, same thing.
There you go.
Kaylen Zahara, you guys already know. I keep everything simple. Every social media site is Amazed by Kay. So hit me up, show some love, show some support. Be kind, please.
Yo, check out that.
Yo, same thing for me, please, because I know I'm getting a lot of hate out there, but I still love you guys.
Check out that
Yes.
Malibu shoot, though.
Fan
I saw
love.
it.
Yes, thank you. Thank
All right,
you.
y'all. Well, that is it. We'll see y'all next week. Lem will be back, everybody.
Yes.
Have a good one, everybody.
And we have
Thank
Cameron
you.
and Michaela.
There we
Yes,
go.
Cameron and Michaela.
There we go. Cameron.
Yep.
Yay.
Slide that in there.
Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.